Hello fam, Ape McHodL here today with my good friend, the one and only Satoshi Barkamoto, from the team at CryptoTaxAudit.
What's up, legends? Glad to be here, man. Did you catch that Kraken story from a couple weeks back?
Wild stuff. CBS ran a story where Kraken's chief security officer, Nick Percoco, said they caught a North Korean hacker trying to apply for a job at Kraken. No joke.
Imagine HR reading that. Solid Solidity skills, impressive DeFi projects. Wait, why is your IP coming from Pyongyang? And why does your resume metadata trace back to North Korea's Ministry of State Security? Talk about dodging a bullet.
2025, folks. Hackers in your hiring pipeline and the IRS in your mailbox.
A lot of you have been hitting us up about these IRS letters. 6173, 6174, 6174A, landing in mailboxes across the country.
Before we jump in, disclaimer time. This is not tax advice, it's education and entertainment only.
And if you're staring at one of these IRS letters at home, don't go it alone. Hit up the CryptoTaxAudit team. We've helped hundreds of traders handle these exact situations, and we're ready to help you too. Today, we're breaking down IRS letters 6174A using our good buddy John Doe. You know, classic trader profile, probably flipped a few NFTs and aped into a meme coin or two.
All right, let's break this letter down section by section. No panic, just the facts you need. The IRS knows you have or had crypto accounts, maybe Binance, maybe somewhere else, and they're giving you a heads up. They don't know your profits, they don't know your losses, but they do know you were playing in the sandbox.
Important, they don't know the size of your trades or if you made gains. Even if you're just an OG hodler, they saw activity. This letter is basically the IRS saying, hey, you sure you reported everything? It's their way of rattling the cage, but it doesn't mean you're automatically in trouble.
Key point here, it's not a scam, it's real, but it's not the end of the world. We are not trying to freak anyone out, just making sure you've got the facts and the steps so the IRS doesn't catch you off guard.
All right, you got the letter and didn't toss it. Congrats. You're already ahead of half of crypto chat on X.
But here's where the real game begins. Here's where people trip up. It says if you think you didn't accurately report crypto on past taxes, you should file amended or late returns. But listen closely. Many of the years they're asking about are no longer amendable.
This is where you don't YOLO a reply. You need a strategy, not a knee-jerk confession. Sometimes the smartest move is monitoring, not rushing to amend. Heads up, you usually only get 3 years to amend a return. So, by May 2025, 2021 is locked. CryptoTaxAudit's rule, don't rush to fix things without knowing the rules. Key point here, amending blindly can backfire. You need a plan, not panic. Talk to our team at CryptoTaxAudit. We offer a free letter review to check if you even need to take action.
All right, so you didn't panic and file a knee-jerk amendment. Good job, legends.
But hold up. Now it's time to talk about what does need reporting. And spoiler alert, it's pretty much everything.
Crypto is taxed like property. Every sale, swap, or even that coffee you bought with Bitcoin, reportable. Even if it's just swapping Bitcoin for Solana, it's reportable.
Yep, whether you made gains, losses, or just grabbed a latte with crypto, the IRS wants it reported. Doesn't matter if it happened in the US or abroad, and it doesn't matter if you got a 1099 or not, you still have to report it.
Okay, seriously, don't zone out here. This part's important. On your Form 1040, you'll see the digital asset question at the top. You need to check yes if you bought, sold, swapped, or were paid in crypto. Ignoring it or checking no when you had activity is a big red flag.
Quick heads up, and this one matters. The 1099 DA form is rolling out in January 2026, and exchanges will start reporting crypto transactions directly to the IRS. But until then, you're still responsible for reporting everything on your own. Key point, this is where most people get wrecked. Report everything, big or small, domestic or international. The IRS expects all crypto activity to be reported, whether or not you received a 1099 DA. So yeah, report everything, even that late night Bitcoin for pizza swap.
Now the real fun begins. Let's break down where all that crypto chaos actually lands on your tax return. Schedule C, you ran a business or got paid in crypto for work. Schedule D, you sold, traded, or cashed out crypto. Schedule E, you earned passive crypto income, like rental payments or royalties.
Bonus tip, track everything. Wallets, exchanges, swaps, so you can back up your numbers if needed. Good records equals less pain later. Key point, know which schedule fits your situation, and keep those records tight.
All right, so we've covered what the letter's about, what you might need to do, and how the IRS expects you to report. But here's where most people hit a wall.
Yeah, this is the part where folks start frantically Googling tax forms or jumping on X asking, yo, is this a scam or what the f?
Which brings us to the next part of the letter, the info dump. The IRS hits you with a stack of forms, links, and helpful resources. Useful, technically. But let's be real. Nobody's thumbing through IRS tax pubs at 2 a.m. in a cold sweat. You wanted answers, not homework. CryptoTaxAudit's advice? Don't waste hours digging through IRS forms and trying to figure it out alone. Talk to the team that handles this every day. We already know what the IRS is looking for and how to deal with it. Key point. Doing it yourself equals confusion. Getting expert help equals peace of mind. No more second-guessing what to file or when to respond.
So, why CryptoTaxAudit? Because we don't just file crypto taxes, we defend them. We've handled thousands of real cases. We know exactly how the IRS works, and we help clients stay compliant without the chaos, whether it's a CP 2000 missing 1099 or a wallet full of trades. We got your back. You handle your portfolio, we'll handle the IRS.
Next up, do you actually need to respond to this letter? Or can you just chill? You don't have to reply. It's not a demand, it's a heads up. But that doesn't mean you should ignore it.
So, thinking of ignoring your 6174A? Yeah, don't. Just because it says no response needed doesn't mean you're in the clear. This isn't a bill, it's a warning shot. Ignore it and the next letter might be a 6173, the IRS's version of we're done asking nicely. Key takeaways here, no reply required, but don't assume you're in the clear. Remember, assumption is the mother of all
Reminder, this letter is legit. It's not spam, and it's definitely not a phishing attempt.
Yeah, the IRS is phishing, but for taxes, and unfortunately, letters 6173, 6174, 6174A are real. Which brings us to the real alpha. Want to wait on IRS hold music? Be our guest. Or you can skip the pain and go straight to CryptoTaxAudit. We know crypto, we know the IRS, and we know how to keep you covered.
Bottom line, legends, this isn't just about avoiding headaches. It's about protecting your bags, your gains, and your future moves. CryptoTaxAudit isn't here to scare you. We're here to help you. We've got the playbook, we've got the defense, and we've got your back.
So stop stressing, stop doom scrolling, and hit us up. CryptoTaxAudit.com, where Dejans turn into tax legends.